The young English star squad broke out in the English Premier League this season. The Premier League is seeing a lot of domestic stars shine this season, and here are 11 names that have made a strong impression with their breakthrough performances. England head coaches have long complained about domestic stars not being given the chance to play in the Premier League. From Sven-Göran Eriksson to Fabio Capello, and now Gareth Southgate, the Three Lions captains regularly complain about the lack of chances for young players in the country to clash in the biggest league in the country. This becomes especially relevant given England's impressive achievements at the World Cup or Euro in recent years. And the admiration for the teams will soar if they have a squad made up of stars competing in the country. Looking at what Spain or Italy have done, England has also undergone changes under Southgate, as the number of English players playing in the Premier League has also increased over the past few years. In fact, according to The Times, English players accounted for 41.2% of the players in the Premier League last season, the highest percentage in 17 years. The Three Lions at this time are also the shining place of many young stars such as Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, and Phil Foden, who, despite being very young, have become key players in Premier League teams. Recent seasons have also seen young players such as Harvey Elliott, Anthony Gordon, and Curtis Jones seize the opportunity and shine, creating enormous impetus for the future of English football, although all three have yet to play. England team debut. This continues the season as we see young talents like Rico Lewis, Lewis Hall, and Levi Colwill emerge and develop at some of England's top clubs. The following will be the best lineup of 11 young English players aged 21 and under who are having a breakthrough season in the Premier League this year. Goalkeeper, Matthew Cox, Brentford. Goalkeeper position is an extremely difficult choice. The youngest English goalkeeper to start in the Premier League is Aaron Ramsdale, 24 years old, and has confirmed his talent after 128 appearances. Matthew Cox is only 19 years old, but he has already made 10 appearances off the bench for Brentford this season, and helped England U19 win the Euros last summer. The Bees tied Cox to a new 6-year contract last year, which proves how appreciated he is. At the time, Thomas Frank said, "I think Matt has all the qualities a modern goalkeeper needs. We have faith that we can help Matt do that and he can continue to improve." Right back, Rico Lewis, Man City. There is no doubt about the breakout star of the season, Rico Lewis. Despite being only 18 years old, he has emerged as one of the top options at Pep Guardiola's right-back position alongside the likes of Joao Cancelo and Kyle Walker. After captaining Man City's under-18s last year, he has made 13 appearances this season and scored in his first Champions League game against Sevilla. Lewis has shown maturity over the years, constantly being used as a midfielder, as a backward fullback, and even shortlisted for the Young Sports Personality of the Year 2022. If the 18-year-old continues his current momentum, he can completely join the England squad for the next training session in March. Central defender, Levi Colwill, Brighton, loan from Chelsea. After helping Huddersfield Town reach the Championship playoff final last season, many teams have expressed interest in Levi Colwill this summer. Brighton won, but they only secured a loan deal as Chelsea did not want to let the 19-year-old midfielder leave forever and insisted he had a future in the Blues' first team. Colwill also took a while to get used to at Amex, but had been excellent since the World Cup before suffering a thigh muscle injury and had to take 4 to 6 weeks off. When he returns, this will be a candidate for a spot in the Three Lions squad. Centre back, Luke Thomas, Leicester City. Leicester City have struggled to find a reliable option at left back since Ben Chilwell moved to Chelsea in 2020, and Luke Thomas is becoming a reliable name. Despite having a knack for playing as a full-back rather than a centre-back, the 21-year-old has begun to establish himself in Brendan Rodgers' squad when the Foxes have struggled with staffing issues. Thomas has now made 75 appearances for the club with 10 caps for England under-21s. In the immediate future, Thomas will have to compete for a starting spot at the club when Leicester sign Victor Christensen from FC Copenhagen. Left back, Lewis Hall, Chelsea. Although known as a central midfielder, Lewis Hall made an impression when he was placed at left back in Graham Potter's squad. The proof is that the 18-year-old has taken the main kick of £62 million rookie Marc Cucurella. Although the Spaniard returned to the starting lineup against Liverpool, Hall returned to midfield. However, the 18-year-old impressed with his aggressive and enthusiastic play. Playing under a coach who enjoys giving young players opportunities, this will only be the beginning for Hall. Central midfielder, Joe Hodge, Wolves. Despite being a Republic of Ireland under-21 international, Joe Hodge qualified for England and has also represented the Three Lions at youth level. After leaving Man City to join Wolves in 2021, Hodge made his breakthrough this year at Molineux and made his Premier League debut against Everton as Julen Lopetegui's side secured a crucial win. Hodge has made a total of 10 appearances for the club and was awarded a new long-term contract last week. However, the 18-year-old impressed with his aggressive and enthusiastic play. Playing under a coach who enjoys giving young players opportunities, this will only be the beginning for Hall. Central midfielder, Joe Hodge, Wolves. Despite being a Republic of Ireland under-21 international, Joe Hodge qualified for England and has also represented the Three Lions at youth level. After leaving Man City to join Wolves in 2021, Hodge made his breakthrough this year at Molineux and made his Premier League debut against Everton as Julen Lopetegui's side secured a crucial win. Hodge has made a total of 10 appearances for the club and was awarded a new long-term contract last week. Chukwuemeka has represented England's youth ranks from under-17 to under-20 and shown in the Euro under-19 campaign in the summer, scoring 3 goals and providing 2 assists in 5 games. Right midfielder, Samuel Edochie, Southampton. After becoming part of a massive exodus of young talent from City to Southampton for a fee of £10 million in the summer, Samuel Edochie has become a mainstay in Nathan Jones' squad, making 16 appearances in every arena this season. Edochie made his debut for Man City at the Community Shield in the 2021-22 season and only injury prevented him from becoming the name Pep Guardiola gave him the opportunity to play in the first team. He was highly appreciated at Etihad after being recruited from Millwall at the age of 16 for more than £1 million. The 19-year-old has now shown his potential at Southampton, impressing with his breakthrough dribbling ability. Attacking midfielder, Elliot Anderson, Newcastle. Elliot Anderson returned to Newcastle in the summer from a loan spell at Bristol Rovers, where he scored 8 goals and provided 5 assists in just 21 games, helping Joey Barton's men to be promoted from League Two. The constant progress has helped Anderson get the opportunity to play in the Premier League for Chichko and have 11 times in all competitions. The 20-year-old was also rewarded with a new long-term contract earlier as the team watched him progress rapidly. Many people have even compared him to Diego Maradona, Paul Gascoigne, and Peter Beardsley of the same age. Anderson made his Scotland U21 debut last summer, but he was not in their squad for their last call-up and was eligible to play for England because Anderson was born in Whitley Bay. Left midfielder, Fabio Carvalho, Liverpool. The player on the Liverpool payroll is a dual citizen of Portugal and England at youth level. Fabio Carvalho offers hope of being able to play for the Three Lions after leaving Portugal under-21s last year. Gareth Southgate will be very interested in this after Carvalho impressed for Fulham, scoring 10 goals and providing 8 assists to help Marco Silva's men win the championship. The 20-year-old was also named in the British First Division Championship Team of the Year. He moved to Anfield last summer and has shown some talent, scoring 3 goals in 18 games, despite having yet to make a Premier League appearance since the World Cup. Striker, Evan Ferguson, Brighton. Growing up in Ireland and having played for the national team twice, the possibility of Evan Ferguson playing for England is very small. However, according to FIFA rules, players can still switch until they have made 3 appearances, and Ferguson is eligible for the England shirt after playing well for Brighton since the World Cup. Many comments suggest that the Seagull lacks a goal scorer. The 18-year-old has scored 3 Premier League goals and 2 assists in just 2 appearances. It was a potential performance indeed. Ferguson has yet to nail his place at Brighton, while Ireland will try to tie him down to develop their football at international level. Those are the 11 names who have impressed in the Premier League this season, all with future opportunities to put on the shirt of the 3 Lions. But in the short term, they need to follow the opportunity with steady performances and maintain them for a long time to catch the eye of Southgate.